I'm Sketchin' Brian, and welcome to my channel where I'll be posting every day until I don't have to go back to work. So, day one, let's go. So about 2 months ago, I tore my Achilles, and I really just now's the perfect time for me to just really lock in on art and just really focus on nothing but art. And so, for literally the last 2 months, all I've been doing for the most of all of my time that I've just been resting and trying to recover is just drawing endlessly. And I'm so happy that this piece that I'm showing you guys is literally one of my favorites that I've ever done. And the reason why this piece is one of my favorites is because I only spent about maybe 5 hours total on it. And the whole point of me going this route and me really trying to emphasize and force myself to get better at drawing and to get better at digital art is because I want to do that, and I want to become a concept artist and an illustrator and do all of these amazing things and start my own projects. And so this character actually is a part of my comic book that I'm writing. So this is Kosan, and this is a character based on my little brother. And just having the ability to finally just be able to draw. And for those 60 days, I studied two artists in particular, Ross Draws and Devin L. Kurtz. And one thing I learned from them is anything is possible when you have structure. And I feel like a lot of artists, they believe that the more structure you have, the more boxed in you have to be. But honestly, I've seen the opposite with my work. The more structure that I've had with my work, the more refined it is, the more I can add, the more it doesn't feel cluttered. Like, I feel free. And you'll see that throughout this piece, where I start from a basis of a gesture sketch, and then now you see me working on grayscale with the actual armor or uniform or whatever he's wearing, and just building up from there and not skipping any steps. And that was one thing that I really wanted to get better at, was actually composing the scene. Because a lot of the times I feel like I'm really good at rendering and understanding why stuff works, but when it comes to actually applying grayscale and stuff like that and clean sketches and I've never been that person. I'll be honest. So the biggest thing that I really wanted to learn too is, how do they use perspective and light the way that they do? Because light, whenever they paint, is a character in itself. And they build this, or specifically Devin L. Kurtz, she builds this through grayscale a lot of the times. Can't even talk. And then Ross, he has a very painterly glow and a painterly feel in all of his work. So I really wanted to figure out a way to combine the two and kind of pay homage to both of them, because these are two artists that I've studied for years, years and years. And as we get to the point in the painting now where we're starting to add a little bit more color, we're starting to add the scene, we're starting to experiment a little bit, see what we like, see what we don't like. One thing that I really love, especially with the last 60 days, is my ability to be fluid within my workflow. And what I mean by that is having a strong enough basis to where when I want to add things, when I want to try new things, when I want to venture off and do stuff, I can. And the reason is because everything is organized. And that's an important thing for artists in general, is to just make sure everything is organized, whether that be layer nomenclature, whether that be just keeping your paper clean if you're a traditional artist. And honestly, being able to get to a point now where I feel confident in the work that I make, and I like the work that I make, and I'm feeling inspired by the life around me and the different things that inspire me to keep going, like nature, like just living in general. So it's been really fun to take a step back and to slow down and to really understand what I'm doing again. And this part of the painting, this is one of my favorite parts of the painting, because once I got to this point, I had a good feeling of how I wanted things to look, but I didn't quite know how it should look. But I didn't give up. I didn't back down from it. And you'll see in this portion of the painting, I challenged myself. And once I was able to challenge myself to think outside the box, how can I focalize the character? How can I bring him more to the front? And the spiral clouds are actually in the pattern of the actual comic book logo, which is, I don't even know how I came up with that. I was tripping when I came up with that. But to be able to have these different inspirations, to be able to combine them, and to be able to pay homage to people like George Lucas and like Akira Toriyama, I'm sorry, and all of these different artists like Jim Lee, Sam Does Art, Ross Draws, Brushes with Bunnies was a really great one, and just finally putting together everything that I've learned from these artists and knowing that there's still so much more for me to learn. Thank you guys for watching, and if you really loved the video, please be sure to like and subscribe and visit my other socials, where if you just want to chat about art, or if you want me to see some of your art, because I love seeing art all the time, just talk to me, send me a message, and I'll definitely get back to you. But once again, it's been fun, and I will see you guys tomorrow. And with that being said,